So, good evening to all of you. We are starting the old subject, that is ethnic violence in Manipur. It is part two of the story. Now almost 2 years have gone, and on 9th of February 2025, the Chief Minister Biren Singh was changed. He has submitted his resignation to the governor, but currently the governor has said that you continue with the chair till we find a new suitable person to act as Chief Minister of the state. So the topic which we have selected today is elusive peace in Manipur. That is, peace in Manipur is still missing. So why the Chief Minister has resigned after 2 years? This is a big question. Manipur Assembly is an assembly of 60 persons, that is 60 MLAs, out of which almost 42 MLAs are available with NDA alliance. And a few days back, the CM Biren Singh had called for a conference, out of which only out of 42, only 20 attended the conference. So that was a clear-cut indicator that now Biren Singh is losing control over his party MLAs. Moreover, there was accusations against the Biren Singh that he indulged in the instigation of acting as a criminal in carrying out the conflict between the two communities, that is Kuki-Jo community and Methi community. So recently, there was an audio tape which was produced before the Supreme Court. The audio tape is being verified by the Central Forensic Science Laboratory, and it is to be provided to the Supreme Court in sealed cover so that it will be examined by the Supreme Court. Moreover, there is a rule in Article 174 that if an assembly is not meeting after 6 months, say today is the 13th February, so after 6 months, say it is August, if after 13th August they are not meeting and 6 month period is lapsing, assembly is unable to meet, then there are likely chances that president rule shall be imposed in the
Manipur.
state. In the state, it is applicable to whole of the country, not only to the Manipur. So this is Article 174. But this cannot be the sole reason of imposing president rule. So now, with this background, we are starting our presentation and discussion on the subject. Okay. So what are the other reasons we will also analyze meanwhile, that where the problem lies, and so this is the you can see map of the Manipur. The topic is elusive peace in Manipur. The place district which was affected was Churachandpur. This was most affected district. The Manipur is a place where the central portion of the land is plain and the surrounded portion of the land is hilly. So that makes the Manipur look like a football ground. That makes Manipur look like a football ground. So the Kuki community is on the hillsides and Methi community is in the plain side. So this issue cropped up on 23rd May, 2 years back, when the High Court of the Manipur gave reservation to the Kuki, to the Methi community. Now Methi community is also reserved and Kuki community is also reserved. Methi community can buy the land all around the Manipur. So with this effect, with this background, with this decision, the violence in the Manipur started. So CM of the Manipur has submitted resignation on 9th February 2025. Dissidence with the coalition partner and ND alliance. Means there are coalition partner who are running the BJP government in the Manipur. Dissidence here means they are not on the same tone. They are not on the same tone. There is disagreement between them that the violence in the state is not subsiding. Violence in the state is not subsiding in spite of having Armed Force Special Power Act in the state. CRPF is there. Besides that, Border Security Force is there, Assam Rifles is there, and Home Minister of the country has also visited twice. So, in spite of having large apparatus of security forces, the land order situation has not improved, and insurgency in the state is on the rise. So now having 6 months having passed, opposition Congress had planned for no confidence motion. So what is no confidence motion? No confidence motion here means, what does it mean?
No confidence motion.
No confidence motion means the party in power do not have majority. 2/3 majority is required to run the government. If say NDA and any other partner of the NDA is in power in Manipur, they require minimum 2/3 of the 60
Majority.
members in the assembly. So opposition party, that is Congress, was planning no confidence motion. Then next reason we have discussed, Supreme Court has asked for seal cover report on the leaked audio tapes being examined by the Central Forensic Science Laboratory. CM of the state, that is Mr. Biren Singh, has been accused of instigating the ethnic conflict. In that audio tape, the voice matches, it has been proved, but still the evidence has yet to come. So, in that evidence, it is clearly available in the voice of CM that he is instigating the other community to go and fight with the second community which is living in the Manipur. BJP lost 2 seats in Manipur in Lok Sabha elections in 2024. So in May, June, elections were held all over the country. Parliamentary elections were held. There are only 2 seats in the Manipur. These 2 seats were lost. Who came to power? Who got these 2 seats? Congress. Congress got these 2 seats. Now, what is in the mind of CM Biren Singh, who has submitted resignation? He says that the Kuki-Jo community, which resides in the hill area, helps in the infiltration. Infiltration of what? Whom? Infiltration of people who are coming from Burma side. They are basically criminal in nature. They are Rongias, and then they want to settle in the Indian territory. And the one More border is also there in the Manipur, where from infiltration and smuggling also takes place. Then he believes that this community illicitly grows the opium crop in remote hills, which is the drug money. That is the money which they get from the drugs. From that money, the weapons are being purchased. Weapons have already been looted from various police stations, which are available with the both the groups. Now both the groups have made their own defensive zones. Own defensive zones means this area belongs to Kuki community, the particular area belongs to Methi community. Now all these communities are living in their own defenses. So the whole Manipur looks like a militarized station. Each community is guarding their own member. Recently, CM had called for the meeting of all the MLAs and only out of 42, 20 MLAs attended the meeting. Situation on law and order is de facto use of Article 355. What does it mean? Means it is as good as President rule. It is as good as President rule. De facto means, what do you mean by de facto?
मतलब डिफेंड नहीं हो पा रही है सिचुएशन.
डिफेंड नहीं हो पा रही सिचुएशन, ये मतलब है डिफेक्टो का. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डिफेक्टो?
तो ऑन पेपर जो मतलब जो हाई अथॉरिटी है वो.
ओके प्रकाश, व्हाट डू यू से अबाउट डिफेक्टो? वर्ड डिफेक्टो.
Sir, which exists there, but it is not legally there. Means it is exists, but it is not legal. Without any means obligation, it exists.
Say in Punjab, Bhagwant Mann is the chief minister, but Bhagwant Mann adheres to Kejriwal. All the directions are being given by Kejriwal. So de facto chief minister will be Kejriwal.
Okay. Yes.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Means on the face of it, it appears that someone is the chief minister of the state. But on the other hand, strings are being pulled from somewhere else. So the situation on the land order is de facto use of Article 355. It is as good as President rule, but it has not been imposed on the state yet. So insurgency in the state is on the rise. Insurgency, I would like to define that any kind of military activity by the rebel groups with the aid of a foreign power which tries to overthrow and throw the government existing in power. इंसर्जेंसी का मतलब ये है कि जो भी रिबल ग्रुप हैं, टेररिस्ट हैं, इंसर्जेंट्स हैं, मिलिटेंट्स हैं, जो गवर्नमेंट करंट पावर में है उसको डराती है, धमकाती है, आसपास ब्लास्ट करती है, लोगों को मार देती है, सो दैट एम इज टू ओवरथ्रो दैट गवर्नमेंट. So in last 2 years, since May 23, when this incident happened, about 250 people have been killed and 60,000 have been displaced. Displaced means their home and earth have been burnt. Home and earth means घर और चूल्हा. घर और चूल्हा. Home and earth means घर और चूल्हा. Home and earth have been burnt. So all these displaced persons are now languishing in relief camps. Where they are staying?
Relief camps.
Relief camp. Languishing means सड़ना. Languishing का क्या मतलब होता है? Deteriorating. सड़ना. क्योंकि वहां पे relief camp कैसे होंगे? There may be tents. There may be few tents. They may not be getting medicines. They may not be getting sufficient water. There may not be sufficient places for toilets. Toilets may not be clean. Then the food may not be good. So these are the conditions which human being has to suffer when he stays in a relief camp. In nutshell, the situation is militarized and insurgency on the northeast is on the rise, and CM Biren Singh has failed to act as a fair and impartial minister of the Manipur. He is not able to prove as a fair and impartial minister of the
Manipur.
Manipur. Now question is, what should be done? Question is, what should be done to
What should-
control the situation in the Manipur? First of all, we should select a good chief minister. We should select a good chief minister
Good chief.
Good chief.
who should be neutral to both the communities, neither in favor of Metis nor in favor of Kukis. He should think Manipur as a whole, as his baby. So fair, neutral CM should be selected. For last 2-3 days, Sumit Patra, whom you might be seeing on the TV, he is a spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He is talking to all the stakeholders. What do you mean by stakeholders?
All persons related to the
All
matter.
persons related to the situation. Number one,
Yes, sir.
advisor to the CM and Ladder, Kuldeep Singh, Director General Kuldeep Singh. He has spoken to him. He has spoken to all the MLAs of BJP, all the MLAs of various parties, and he has also spoken to the civilian heads also. What do you mean by civilian heads?
Sir, other means
There is
local
one
leaders
powerful.
of
There is
the
one powerful group in the Manipur, which is known as President of All Manipur United Club. President of All Manipur United Club.
Club.
So he has spoken to that leader. He has said that we will not accept bifurcation of Manipur. We need whole Manipur as a one state. On no account, Manipur should be divided into two states or union territories. So they are saying that Manipur as a whole should be seen, and as a whole the problem should be solved. Now insurgency needs to be checked. How can we check the insurgency? What are the methods with us? Prakash Singh ji bolo.
Sir, first thing is border is porous, so we
Yes,
can
border,
make a fence.
porous border with the Assam rifle. That border needs to be fenced. That border needs to be completely fenced. Number one. Then there should be technological and human surveillance round the clock on that border, as the
Yes.
BSF is doing on Pakistan border, on Bangladesh border. Similar kind of fence, floodlight, and technological surveillance, laser beams should be installed on the border, and it should be manned around the clock.
Sir,
Then what
avoid the
else should be
human
done?
trafficking.
What else should be done?
Sir, avoid the
Sir,
human
more employment opportunities for the youth, so the youth
No,
will
that
not
is
be
not there. We are
diverted.
checking insurgency now. First of all, let us check the gun. First of all, check the gun. How? This is one method which you have spoken. So think of other methods.
Sir, the backbone of insurgency is drugs, so we can check the
Okay, drug money and the growing of opium should be curtailed. Okay, smugglers or militants who are involved in their trade, they should be nabbed or killed. Then we need to have good information, good intelligence, good intelligence, so that wherever the insurgents are roaming, we should surround them, either ask them to surrender, or if they don't surrender, they fire upon the security forces, they should be killed. Because insurgency needs to be checked. Then the affected population,
population.
that is the population of Kuki community, Jo community, they should be given help. They should be given
Help.
help. How they can be given help? How they can be given help?
So first,
Army and BSF and Assam Rifles, CRPF, police, they should organize medical camps. They should organize medical camps and distribute the medicine. They should distribute the sport material. They should distribute the books, stationery, so that children can study. Far-flung areas where teachers are not available and the camp of the CRPF, BSF is available, they should send the 10th class, 12th pass Jawans to teach the students so that normalcy in the life starts coming in their life. That is known as winning the heart and minds of the local population. You will have to win the heart and minds of the local
Local
population. Looted arms and ammunition must be recovered. Large number of arms and ammunition have been looted from the police armory because police failed to act properly. They were in less strength and their arms were looted. Ammunition was looted. So that should be recovered because unless that is recovered, that arms and ammunition which is available with them will definitely be used by the insurgents to grow the insurgency. To grow the insurgency.
insurgency.
Now you have to build the trust between the two communities. That is, Methi community and Kuki-Jo community should come hand in hand with one another, and they should strive for the peace and harmony in the state. Both the communities should come out of their defensive zones. Both the communities should come out of their
Come out.
defensive zones. They should live in harmony. There should be no fear. There should be no prejudice. What do you mean by prejudice? What do you mean by prejudice? Prejudice means irrationality, irrational approach. Irrational approach. Say there are three players. All the three players are good. One player is from Himachal, one player is from Punjab, and one player is of Rajasthan. Now all these three players are good. I am from Punjab and I have selected the Punjab player. I have rejected two players of Himachal and Rajasthan. What does it mean? I am prejudiced. I am
yes.
prejudiced. So what should be the correct approach? The correct approach should be, now we should go into the another kind of criteria. Besides games, we should think of other criteria to find out who is more suitable for the selection. So that is fair and impartial approach. But if I say no, only Punjabis will be selected as hockey players, then what does it mean?
Prejudice.
That I am prejudiced. I am prejudiced.
Prejudice.
My approach is irrational. So this is all about the Manipur so far. Now keep on reading this subject time and again, which will be appearing in the newspapers. Any questions you want to ask, please ask. पूछो क्वेश्चन पूछो.
सर जैसे मेथी एंड कुकी है तो सर इनको जैसे शेड्यूल ट्राइब का दर्जा दिया गया है तो सर मतलब इसमें वो क्या है मतलब इसमें मतलब प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि जो दोनों कम्युनिटीज को सर मतलब इतना ज्यादा ब्रूटल हो गया इनमें मैं मतलब ये चीज नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ.
ये आप ये नहीं समझ पा रहे. देखो पहले जो था जो कुकी कम्युनिटी थी वो शेड्यूल ट्राइब थी. ठीक है. मेथी कम्युनिटी जो जनरल कैटेगरी में थी. किसमें थे? थी जनरल कैटेगरी
जनरल
में.
में
अब आप दोनों को शेड्यूल ट्राइब में डाल दोगे तो वैकेंसियां तो 10 ही हैं. तो क्या होगा?
सर फिर लड़ाई हो गई.
आदमी 100 हैं.
जी सर.
अच्छा दूसरा फिर इन्होंने बोला कि पहले मैती कम्युनिटी जो थी हिल्स के अंदर कोई भी लैंड नहीं खरीद सकती थी. उन्होंने बोला जाओ लैंड भी खरीद लो. तो माइग्रेशन शुरू हो जाएगा फ्रॉम प्लेन्स टू हिल्स. उससे
Hills.
क्या होगा? Hills
Sir,
will become
biodiversity.
crowded. Hills will become
Yes,
crowded, and
crowded.
ultimately it will lead to another clash. So in this case, in this insurgency case, who is abetting and aiding this insurgency? That is also important. Which country do you view is helping in giving them arms, ammunition, training, fighting capabilities? Who is,
Sir,
which country is coming there?
sir, maybe China and
China.
Myanmar.
China is
Myanmar,
number
sir.
one, and
China,
number two is Myanmar.
Yes.
Okay.
yes, Bangladesh is also in this.
Uh-huh. Not much of, I don't think so. Bangladesh has given that much kind of prowess to them. Bangladesh itself is passing through very crucial period because Bangladesh recently, you know, that Hasina government was thrown out, student agitation was there, and now Muhammad Yunus, the noble laureate, has taken over the country, and elections are still to be held, and that country is passing through different kind of phases where they are facing the economic crunch also. So they have got their own problems. So if a country is passing through problematic period, then that country can extend little help in instigating the insurgency in another country.
Yes.
And in Myanmar, there is a military junta. You know, for last 6 years, Myanmar has a military junta. There also the rebel group is is fighting against the military. And basically, Myanmar is also being controlled. Strings of Myanmar are being controlled from China. So this is my nutshell, what I wanted to say. Any other question? Otherwise, we would like to stop it here only. Any other question? कोई क्वेश्चन है तो बताओ.
Sir, is there kind of civil war?
Yes, what do you want to ask?
Sir, is there a kind of a civil war in Manipur?
It is a civil war when both the communities are fighting. It is civil war basically. But now it has converted into almost insurgency because they have got the rocket launchers. They are firing with the help of rocket launchers. They have put up their morchas. They used to stop the convoy of the Assam rifle. They even stopped their rations also. So they have capability to fight against the CRPF, against the border security force. So civil war has now turned into insurgency. And if we impose the president rule, it may be good for the forces to act, although already there is Armed Force Special Power Act. But the my mood point is that both the communities and all the stakeholders should be called, negotiation should be held, and something on the canvas with a larger screen should be conveyed to them so that peace exists in that society.
Sir, what if they demand for the separate lands for the both of
That
communities?
cannot be considered. That should not be considered because there
Okay,
is
sir.
no end to it. Every state will be asking division, and it will ultimately lead to the same situation which we had before India got united in 1947.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind, sir.